Did you know that 78% of full-time workers are living paycheck to paycheck? That's a shocking statistic, isn't it? It paints a stark picture of the financial realities many face, even those who are gainfully employed. It's easy to fall into habits that keep us locked in a cycle of financial struggle, especially when those habits are commonplace amongst the middle class. That's why we're here today, to shine a light on these habits in hopes that awareness might be the first step towards change. Because let's face it, we all want to improve our financial situation, don't we? But in order to do that, we first need to understand what's holding us back. So buckle up, because we're about to explore 25 habits that could be keeping you broke. These habits are more common than you might think. Now let's dive into these 25 habits that could be keeping you broke. Habit number 1, living paycheck to paycheck. This is a cycle that can be tough to break, but it's not impossible. It's like running on a treadmill. You're always moving but never getting ahead. You spend your hard-earned cash as soon as it arrives, leaving nothing for emergencies or investments. This leaves you vulnerable to unexpected expenses and robs you of the opportunity to grow your wealth through compound interest or market appreciation. Investments in stocks, bonds, real estate, or other assets can significantly increase your net worth over time. Without setting aside a portion of your income for savings, you have no financial cushion to fall back on in case of emergencies, job loss, or unexpected expenses like medical bills or car repairs. Constantly worrying about making ends meet can lead to stress and anxiety. The lack of financial security can impact your mental and physical health, as well as your overall quality of life. Without financial flexibility, you may miss out on opportunities to invest in education, start a business, or take advantage of market downturns for investment gains. Instead, track your income and expenses to understand where your money is going. Allocate funds for essential expenses, savings, and discretionary spending. Failing to save and invest means you're not preparing for retirement. This can result in having to work much longer than planned or facing financial hardship in old age. Moving on to habit number 2, relying on credit cards. Credit cards can be a great financial tool when used responsibly. However, they become a slippery slope when used for everyday expenses, especially if you're carrying a balance month after month. This can lead to high-interest debt that's as tough to get rid of as a bad hair day. Credit cards typically come with high interest rates, often ranging from 15% to 25% or more. When you carry a balance, the interest accumulates quickly, increasing the total amount you owe. Paying only the minimum amount due each month results in the majority of the payment going towards interest rather than the principal balance. This extends the time required to pay off the debt and significantly increases the total amount paid. Using credit cards for daily expenses and not paying off the balance leads to the rapid accumulation of debt. As the balance grows, it becomes more challenging to pay it off, trapping you in a cycle of debt. Money spent on paying off credit card interest and fees is money that could otherwise be saved or invested. This reduces your ability to build an emergency fund, save for large purchases, or invest for the future. High credit card balances relative to your credit limit can negatively affect your credit utilization ratio, which is a key factor in determining your credit score. A lower credit score can lead to higher interest rates on loans and reduced access to credit. Managing multiple credit card payments and dealing with increasing debt can cause significant financial stress, impacting your mental and emotional well-being. High credit card debt can limit your ability to take advantage of financial opportunities, such as buying a home, investing in the stock market, or starting a business. Instead, if you use credit cards, pay off the balance in full each month to avoid interest charges. Use them as a tool to earn rewards or build credit, not as a source of funding for unaffordable expenses. Remember, credit cards are not an extension of your income. They're borrowed money that you'll have to pay back, often with interest. And now, our third habit: not budgeting. Imagine going on a road trip without a map. That's essentially what you're doing when you fail to track your income and expenses. Without a budget, you're driving blind, and the road to financial instability is just a wrong turn away. Not budgeting means you're less likely to be aware of your financial situation, including how much you're spending, where your money is going, and whether you're living within your means. Without a budget, it's easy to lose track of spending, leading to expenditures that exceed income. This can result in accumulating debt, especially if credit cards or loans are used to cover shortfalls. Without a budget, it's challenging to set aside money for savings or investments. This can leave you without an emergency fund or the means to invest in future goals, such as buying a home, funding education, or retiring comfortably. The absence of a budget often leads to impulsive spending because there are no established guidelines or limits. This can drain financial resources quickly and unnecessarily. Not having a budget makes it difficult to set and achieve financial goals, such as paying off debt, saving for a vacation, or purchasing a major asset. Goals require a plan, and a budget is a crucial component of that plan. When expenses aren't tracked and managed, it's easy to rely on credit to cover unexpected or even regular expenses, leading to increased debt and financial stress. A lack of control over finances can lead to constant worry and stress about money, which can impact overall well-being and quality of life. Without a clear picture of your finances, you may miss opportunities to invest surplus funds, leading to missed chances for wealth growth through stocks, real estate, or other investments. Not budgeting often means not setting aside funds for unexpected expenses such as medical emergencies, car repairs, or job loss. This can lead to financial crises and further debt. Budgeting allows you to take control of your finances, understand where your money is going, and plan for the future. It's like having a financial GPS guiding you towards your goals. Are you enjoying the video so far? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our exciting contents. Habit number 4, buying a new car. Yes, that new car smell is tempting, but is it worth the financial strain? It's alluring to slide into a sleek, shiny vehicle fresh off the production line. But have you considered the cost? The moment you drive off the lot, your new car depreciates in value. On average, a new car loses about 20 to 30% of its value in the first year. This means that the money spent on a new car quickly becomes a sunk cost, with little to no return on investment. New cars are more expensive than used cars, leading to higher monthly payments if financed. This takes a larger chunk out of the monthly budget, reducing the amount available for savings or investments. New cars generally come with higher insurance premiums and registration fees due to their higher value. These additional costs can add up over time, further straining finances. The money spent on a new car, especially if bought frequently, could be better used for other financial goals such as investing, saving for retirement, or paying down debt. The opportunity cost of not investing that money can be substantial over time. While new cars may require less maintenance initially, they often come with more expensive repairs and parts compared to older, more common vehicles. Additionally, as the vehicle ages, these costs can increase, especially after warranties expire. To manage the high cost of new cars, buyers often opt for extended financing terms, which can stretch out payments over 6 to 7 years. This not only increases the total amount paid due to interest, but also delays the time when the car's owner is free from payments. Due to rapid depreciation, new car buyers often owe more on their car loan than the vehicle is worth, leading to negative equity. This situation can be problematic if the car needs to be sold or traded in before the loan is paid off. The habit of trading in cars frequently to upgrade to a new model results in never-ending car payments. Each trade-in usually involves additional costs, such as paying off the remaining loan balance and financing a new vehicle. Instead, consider buying a quality used car or maintaining your current vehicle for a few more years. Your wallet will thank you. Moving on to habit number 5, keeping up with the Joneses. It's easy to fall into the comparison trap, especially in our social media-driven world where everyone's life looks picture perfect. But trying to match your neighbor's lifestyle and spending habits can lead to unnecessary expenses. Trying to keep up with others often results in spending on non-essential items or luxuries that you may not actually need or can afford. This can lead to financial strain and the depletion of savings. Many people who engage in this behavior finance their lifestyle through credit cards, loans, or other forms of debt. This can quickly accumulate, leading to high interest payments and long-term financial difficulties. By focusing on outward appearances and material possessions, individuals may neglect their own financial goals, such as saving for retirement, investing, or building an emergency fund. The constant pressure to match others' lifestyles can lead to significant stress and anxiety, especially if it results in overspending and debt. Instead of investing money or saving for future needs, it is spent on depreciating assets or fleeting experiences. This behavior erodes long-term wealth-building opportunities. Relying on debt to fund a lifestyle can lead to a loss of financial independence. Being beholden to creditors can limit financial freedom and the ability to make choices that align with your values and goals. Pursuing material possessions and social status often distracts from finding true happiness and fulfillment in life. which typically come from relationships, experiences, and personal growth. Without savings and investments, individuals are more vulnerable to financial emergencies such as job loss, medical expenses, or unexpected repairs. Instead of trying to keep up, focus on your own financial goals. Remember, not everything that glitters is gold, and behind those shiny new purchases might be a mountain of debt. Next is habit number 6, ignoring retirement savings. Many of us push retirement planning to the back burner, thinking we have plenty of time, but every year you delay is a year of potential compound growth you're missing out on. Without adequate retirement savings, you may face financial pressure in your later years, forcing you to continue working beyond your desired retirement age or rely on Social Security, which may not be sufficient to cover living expenses. Over time, inflation erodes the purchasing power of money. If you do not invest in assets that grow at or above the rate of inflation, your savings may not be able to maintain their value, leaving you with less purchasing power during retirement. Retirement accounts, like 401(k)s and IRAs, often come with tax benefits, such as tax-deferred growth or tax-free withdrawals. Ignoring these accounts means missing out on potential tax savings. Additionally, relying solely on taxable accounts can lead to a higher tax burden in retirement. Without sufficient retirement savings, you may become financially dependent on family members or government assistance programs, limiting your independence and quality of life. Insufficient retirement savings can limit your lifestyle choices in retirement. You may have to downsize your home, cut back on travel, or forego hobbies and activities you enjoy due to financial constraints. Not having a clear retirement savings plan can lead to stress and anxiety about the future. The uncertainty of how you will manage financially during retirement can be a significant source of worry. By not saving for retirement, you miss out on the opportunity to invest in a diverse portfolio of assets that could provide returns over time. This opportunity cost can significantly impact your long-term financial health. Start contributing now, even if it's just a small amount. Over time, those contributions will grow, thanks to the magic of compound interest. Ignoring retirement savings today could mean sacrificing financial stability tomorrow. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your finances. The next habits we'll discuss might surprise you. Habit number 7, overextending on housing. Remember, a house is a place to live, not a status symbol. Many people are lured into the trap of buying a house that's just too expensive or taking on a mortgage that stretches their finances too thin. When a large portion of your income goes toward mortgage payments, it limits your ability to save, invest, or spend on other necessities. This can lead to financial strain and limit financial flexibility. If unforeseen circumstances arise such as job loss, medical expenses, or economic downturns, homeowners who have overextended may struggle to keep up with mortgage payments. This increases the risk of default and potential foreclosure. High housing costs can divert funds away from building an emergency fund, retirement savings, or other investments. This limits the growth of wealth over time and reduces financial security. Homeownership comes with additional costs beyond the mortgage, such as property taxes, homeowners insurance, maintenance, repairs, and utilities. Overextending on housing can leave little room to accommodate these expenses, leading to further financial stress. The funds tied up in an expensive home could be used for other financial opportunities, such as investing in the stock market, starting a business, or paying off high-interest debt. By overcommitting to housing, you may miss out on more lucrative investments. Real estate is a relatively illiquid asset. If you need to access cash quickly, it can be challenging to sell a property or extract equity without incurring significant costs or delays. Overextending on housing can lead to a reduction in discretionary spending, such as dining out, vacations, hobbies, and other activities that contribute to a balanced and enjoyable life. The financial burden of an expensive home can lead to long-term insecurity, especially if housing costs continue to rise or if personal income decreases. This can result in prolonged financial instability and a lack of preparedness for retirement. The result? A constant struggle to make ends meet and a life chained to debt. Instead, consider all the costs associated with homeownership, including maintenance, repairs, property taxes, insurance, utilities, and potential homeowners association (HOA) fees. This will provide a more accurate picture of the true cost of owning a home. Moving on to habit number 8, neglecting an emergency fund. Life is full of surprises, and unfortunately, not all of them are pleasant. Your car might break down, you might need an unexpected medical procedure, or you might suddenly lose your job. Without an emergency fund, unexpected expenses typically have to be paid with credit cards or loans. This can quickly lead to accumulating high-interest debt, making it harder to recover financially and increasing the overall cost of the emergency. Using credit for emergencies often means paying significant amounts in interest over time. This is money that could have been saved or invested, compounding the financial setback. A lack of an emergency fund can lead to financial instability. When emergencies occur without savings, you may be forced to make difficult decisions, such as cutting essential expenses or selling assets, which can negatively impact your quality of life. The absence of an emergency fund can cause significant stress and anxiety, as you may constantly worry about potential financial crises. This can affect your mental and physical health, as well as your overall well-being. When emergencies occur without a financial cushion, you may have to divert funds from other financial goals such as saving for retirement, investing, or purchasing a home. This can delay or derail long-term financial plans. Not having an emergency fund limits your financial options. It can force you to accept unfavorable loan terms or sell investments at a loss to cover expenses, further exacerbating financial difficulties. Relying on credit cards and accumulating debt during emergencies can lead to late payments, high credit utilization, and missed payments, all of which can negatively impact your credit score. In a financial pinch, individuals without an emergency fund may be more vulnerable to predatory lending practices or scams promising quick cash. Without a safety net of savings to fall back on, these unexpected expenses can lead to a reliance on credit, pushing you further into a financial pit. Instead, set up automatic transfers from your checking account to a dedicated savings account to ensure consistent contributions to your emergency fund. Now let's talk about habit number 9, impulse buying. It's that pair of shoes you didn't plan on buying, that gadget you thought you couldn't live without, or that holiday sale that was just too good to pass up. Impulse buying often leads to the acquisition of items that are not needed or budgeted for. This unnecessary spending can quickly add up, diverting money away from essential expenses and savings goals. Regular impulse purchases can disrupt a carefully planned budget. When money is spent impulsively, it can create shortfalls in other areas, such as bill payments, groceries, or savings contributions. If impulse purchases are made using credit cards, they can lead to increased debt. This is particularly problematic if the buyer cannot pay off the balance in full, resulting in high interest charges that further strain finances. Money spent on impulse purchases is money that could have been saved or invested. Over time, this habit can significantly reduce the amount saved for emergencies, retirement, or other financial goals. Impulse buying can create a cycle of emotional spending, where individuals purchase items to feel better or relieve stress. This temporary relief often leads to regret, guilt, and further spending to alleviate negative feelings, perpetuating the cycle. Funds allocated to impulse buys could be better used for investments that generate returns. By not investing, individuals miss out on potential growth and wealth accumulation. Impulse buying often results in the accumulation of unnecessary items, leading to physical and mental clutter. This can also result in wasted resources if the purchased items are rarely used or eventually discarded. The money spent on impulsive purchases represents an opportunity cost, as it could have been used for more meaningful or impactful expenditures, such as education, travel, or meaningful experiences. Impulse buying is a habit that can quickly drain your wallet and leave you with a clutter of items you don't really need. Instead, adopt a cooling-off period rule for non-essential purchases. Wait 24 hours or longer before buying an item. This allows time to consider whether the purchase is necessary and aligns with financial goals. Next up, habit number 10, frequent dining out. There's no denying the convenience and enjoyment of eating out, but those meals can add up quickly and significantly increase your monthly expenses. Dining out is generally more expensive than cooking at home. Restaurants charge a premium for food preparation, service, ambiance, and convenience. The markup on food can be substantial, often 2 to 3 times the cost of preparing the same meal at home. When eating out, it's easier to lose track of spending, especially if dining at different places. Small, frequent expenses can accumulate quickly, leading to a substantial impact on your monthly budget. Dining out often involves extra costs beyond just the meal, such as tips, taxes, beverages, and parking fees. These additional expenses can add up, making the overall cost of dining out much higher than anticipated. Eating out can lead to impulsive spending on appetizers, desserts, or drinks that weren't initially planned. This spontaneous spending further increases the total expense. Restaurant meals often contain more calories, fats, sugars, and sodium compared to home-cooked meals. Over time, this can lead to health issues that may result in increased medical expenses, impacting long-term financial health. Money spent on dining out is money that could have been saved or invested. Over time, these missed savings opportunities can result in a significant loss of potential wealth growth. Relying on dining out for convenience can create a habit of not planning meals or preparing food at home. This dependency can be difficult to break and perpetuate higher spending. The money spent on frequent dining out reduces the amount available for other essential expenses, savings, or investments. It can also limit your ability to respond to unexpected financial needs. Instead, consider cooking at home more often. Not only will it save you money, but it's also a great opportunity to learn a new skill and possibly even improve your health. On to habit number 11, ignoring investment opportunities. When you leave your money in a savings account, it's just sitting there. But when you invest it, you're giving it the chance to grow. Investing in assets like stocks, bonds, and real estate provides opportunities for capital appreciation and income generation. By not investing, individuals miss out on the potential to grow their wealth significantly over time, relying instead on static savings that may not even keep up with inflation. Inflation gradually reduces the purchasing power of money. If your money is only sitting in a savings account with low interest, it may lose value in real terms. Investments, on the other hand, have the potential to outpace inflation and preserve or increase purchasing power. Compounding occurs when investment earnings generate additional earnings over time. The earlier and more consistently you invest, the more you benefit from compounding. Ignoring investments means missing out on this powerful wealth-building tool. Investing is a critical component of retirement planning. Without investing, individuals may find it challenging to accumulate enough savings to maintain their standard of living in retirement. This can lead to financial insecurity and the need to work longer than desired. Ignoring investment opportunities is like turning down free money, so start exploring the world of stocks, bonds, and other assets. Next habit at number 12 is relying solely on a salary. In today's fast-paced world, relying only on your 9-to-5 job might not cut it. Side hustles or passive income can supplement your earnings and give you a financial cushion. Salaries are often capped and may increase only slightly over time, typically in line with inflation or performance-based raises. Relying solely on a salary limits your income potential, especially if salary increases are minimal. It's time to stop putting all your eggs in one basket and start diversifying your income streams. That's another habit that could be keeping you broke. If you're finding this video helpful, click that like button. It's much appreciated. Habit number 13, avoiding financial education. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your finances. If you're not taking the time to learn about personal finance, budgeting, and investing, then you're essentially navigating a ship in a storm without a compass. It's never too late to start learning. There are countless resources available online and in print to help you understand how money works and how to make it work for you. Moving on to habit number 14, overusing subscriptions. With so many monthly subscription services available, it's easy to lose track of how much you're actually spending. From streaming services to gym memberships, these costs can add up quickly. It's important to assess your usage regularly and cut back on those you're not fully utilizing. Remember, every cent you save can be directed towards your financial goals. Next up, habit number 15, neglecting insurance needs. Insurance is like a safety net for your finances. Whether it's health, life, or disability insurance, not having adequate coverage can lead to large expenses that could easily throw you off your financial course. It's essential to regularly review your insurance needs and ensure you're adequately covered. Habit number 16, financing lifestyle purchases. There's a saying that goes, if you can't pay cash for it, then you can't afford it. Using loans or credit for vacations, electronics, and other non-essential items can lead to a debt trap. Always prioritize needs over wants and save up for bigger purchases instead of financing them. Habit number 17, procrastinating debt repayment. Only making minimum payments on your debts can seem like an easy way out, but it only increases the total interest you'll pay over time. It's a bit like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. The faster you repay your debts, the less interest you'll pay, and the sooner you'll be free from the burden of debt. Next, we have habit number 18, not negotiating salaries. Failing to negotiate for a higher salary or better benefits is leaving money on the table. It's important to know your worth and advocate for it. Even a small increase in your salary can have a significant impact on your financial future thanks to the magic of compounding. These are 6 more habits that could be keeping you stuck in a financial rut. But remember, awareness is the first step towards change. Once you're aware of these habits, you can start making conscious decisions to change them one step at a time. Up next, even more habits that could be draining your bank account. Let's dive right into habit number 19, overvaluing home ownership. While owning a home is often seen as the ultimate financial goal, it's important to consider the long-term financial implications. Don't let the allure of home ownership eclipse other vital financial goals like retirement savings or debt repayment. Next, habit number 20, failing to save for large expenses. It's crucial to have a financial buffer for unexpected costs like car repairs, medical bills, or home maintenance. An emergency fund can provide you with financial security and peace of mind. On to habit number 21, poor credit management. Not managing your credit responsibly can lead to higher interest rates and limited financial opportunities. It's essential to pay your bills on time, keep your credit utilization low, and monitor your credit score regularly. Moving along to habit number 22, neglecting tax strategies. Not taking advantage of tax deductions, credits, and strategies to minimize tax liabilities can cost you more money than you realize. It's worth investing time to understand how taxes work or hiring a tax professional to help you. Next, we have habit number 23, overspending on children. Going overboard on children's activities, clothing, and gifts without considering the budget can quickly drain your bank account. It's important to teach children about financial responsibility and set a good example. Habit number 24, lacking income diversification. Relying on a single source of income makes your finances vulnerable to job loss or economic downturns. Diversifying your income through side gigs, investments, or passive income sources can provide financial stability. Finally, habit number 25, spending on convenience. Spending extra money on convenience items, such as prepackaged foods, delivery services, and convenience stores, can add up over time. Always consider if the convenience is worth the extra cost. And there you have it. The last of the 25 habits that can keep you broke forever. But remember, breaking these habits is the first step towards building wealth. So, there you have it, 25 habits that could be keeping you broke, from overvaluing home ownership, failing to save for large expenses, poor credit management, neglecting tax strategies, overspending on children, lacking income diversification, to spending on convenience. These habits can greatly impact your financial health. But remember, acknowledging these habits is the first step towards financial freedom. Now the power to break these habits is in your hands. Start today. Take small steps towards changing these habits, and gradually you will gain control over your finances. It's about making a conscious choice every day to prioritize your financial future over instant gratification. And don't forget, you're not in this alone. There are numerous resources available to help you on this journey. Whether it's financial advisors, self-help books, or online courses, use these tools to equip yourself with the knowledge and skills needed to make sound financial decisions. Remember, it's never too late to start making better financial decisions. So, take the first step today towards breaking the cycle. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more financial educational contents. Until then, keep striving for financial freedom.